Remove the valve core. This is the front tire of a 2006 Honda Goldwing. Lube and break the bead on both sides of the tire. Sometimes on old tires it helps to heat up the tire before trying to break the bead, especially on rear tires. Once you break the bead, you can usually use your hands to break the bead the rest of the way around the rim. That way you don't have to use the bead breaker. I'm locking the rim into the tire changer. Then I'm going to use a ratchet strap for extra security to make sure the rim cannot turn while I'm taking the tire off. Now wedge the Mojo lever between the tire and the rim while pushing the tire down around the outside, allowing the tire to slide over more towards your lever. Then you're going to want to pull your lever up until you get to the notch. Once the edge of the rim is in the notch of the lever, you can push the lever over across the center of the rim. Swing the center arm over and lock it in place so you can use that as leverage to roll the tire off of the rim. Make sure you lube up the tire before you use the lever. I use a tire iron to create a gap to stick my Mojo lever into to allow me to catch the second bead of the tire. Then I can put my center support back down, then pull on the lever to take the tire off. Pull up on the tire as you're pulling on your lever. This ensures the tire comes off. Use tire lube and lube both sides of the tire and the end of your lever. This way, here's the arrow this way. Make sure the rotation is going the correct way. Make sure the dot aligns with the valve stem, then push the tire on. Use a couple of tire irons to get the tire on as much as you can. I use 3/4 inch plywood blocks to help me secure it in place once I get the tire irons where I need them. And then you can insert your Mojo lever. Once the lever is in, slide over the center support so you can use that to try to leverage the tire onto the rim. As you're pulling on the lever, you want to push on the tire to get it to fall into the drop center to give it room to pull the bead over. Do not force it. You should not have to force it really hard to get this to go. Pull the rim out of the tire changer. Grab an air nozzle. Make sure the valve core is out of the valve stem so we can force a lot of air at one time into the tire and get the beads to seat. I like to do this twice just to make sure the beads seat. Once you're done, reinstall the valve core and air up the tire to the proper pressure.